Hello! Welcome back to 𝒮𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃. I feel like I just did a quarterly video, and it's probably because I edited my quarterly video super late. But it is swiftly approaching Q3 2022, so we're about to do a swap up of my Memento Mori Goal Planner. If you're wondering what this is just where I'm storing my old pages. So just putting that aside for a sec. Let's do a flip through of Q2. That kind of rhymed, but I didn't mean to do that. So here we go. This section is my little inbox that I don't actually really use. So I'm gonna leave it there, but you know, this envelope-y thing I do use. This contains all of my, well, not all of them, but my weekly energy, mood, and astrological forecast sidebar stickers. And I didn't cut all of them for the year because I didn't want to get them mixed up because they're not like dated or anything. Get in there. And then we've got my goals. This is a self-care workbook that I didn't finish filling in from Self-Love Rainbow. This is the 2022 lunar calendar that I have in my shop, and goal setting with the moon phases that I also have in my shop. If anybody wants a separate video on this, I am planning on doing one. I just have not had the time to actually do it, sorry. Then we've got all of this garbo, my birth chart, and then we've got my Memento Mori Goal Planner workbook section, which I am excited to say I have some edits to do, and I figured some stuff out, so that's fun. We've got my goals from Q1, so like the overall goals. These are my Q2 goals, which we will come back to. This is my 𝒮𝑒𝓃 section. I already set my Q3 goals for 𝒮𝑒𝓃, so these are done. My projects are over here. This is my checklist for videos and also for planner designs here. Then we are gonna get into April. I started a garden in April and my rose bush is dead. I think it's dead officially. Groundhogs kept eating all of the leaves, and I think I was watering it too late in the day and it got fried by the sun. And I'm really upset about that. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what to do about that. April is also when we started Fit Pickles, and that was fun. April was also a hard mental health month for me. I stopped filling these pages out. It's because, you know, the monthly review is here and I just don't go back. But there you go. May is when I made that daily planner, which worked out really well. And I was having more bad mental health. And I wanted to journal every day, and I didn't. I made all my adulting things here though, so that's nice. And I was so burnt out and depressed that I didn't fill out any of my projects, and I barely got anything done. Sometimes it's okay, you know? Your planner's there to help you out, and if what you need is to just not do anything, don't do anything. I feel like I got more work done this week, but oh, is this when I started doing one thing? Oh, this month, okay. Whatever, it's fine. This was when I had a migraine. I got more done this week, hooray. Now we're coming into June, which is our current month. It is June 26th as I'm recording this. I started watching Bungo Stray Dogs with my kid, and I went to Boston for a research study. This was my demisexual pride calendar here. Homeschool went really well this month as far as, you know, planning and executing. Having my kid actually, you know, give me something to work with is still difficult. High schoolers, am I right? This was when I had planned on redoing my 𝒮𝑒𝓃 stuff, but I actually didn't do it until this current week. Or maybe I started. I might have started and then didn't finish because like it always takes days to do my 𝒮𝑒𝓃 plan just because it's so granular. But yeah, that's it. This is the current week. I got some things done. I tried using this bottom bar for gratitude since I didn't use it for dinners last week, but I didn't really fill it out every day. So maybe I will try again next week, or maybe I will not. I don't know. So we're gonna review for June. and then we're gonna check in for our goals. And then we're gonna, like, you know, rearrange stuff. But first we're gonna do these things. So, here we go. June. What did I accomplish this month? Let's celebrate. I went to Boston all by myself overnight and I didn't die. That's an accomplishment. I set up my Q3 stuff for 𝒮𝑒𝓃. My husband finally said that I can start my business. It's like I can register it and stuff. And it's because it costs money, you know, to register. And then there's the whole like paying business taxes thing, which, you know, affects him because we're married. And yeah, oh crap, I gotta register my kid for kindergarten. What else did I get done this month? Watch Stranger Things. That's, yeah, took time to watch stuff with my beloveds. I'm trying to, you know, make more room for fun. So Nick and Pat and I finished watching Stranger Things season 4, part 1. And my eldest and I started watching Bungo Stray Dogs on Crunchyroll, and that's pretty good. Mainly, we're watching it because Identity V is doing a crossover and we want to know what skins, you know, what skins to want. So that's fun. I'm gonna say edit ideas for the Memento Mori planner from taking the Mortal course, which I'm still in the middle of. I've got like 5 more weeks left, but it's been super good. So the Mortal course, for anyone who is not familiar, is a death positivity course, and the Memento Mori planner is meant to be a death positivity goal planner, helping you to plan your most intentional life before death. And so basically the edits that I have in mind will have it kind of going more towards the death positivity lane, I guess. And I'm just not sure how people will take that. But I guess if you're looking at a planner that says it's death positive, you should be okay with having death positive content in it, I guess. One would think. But yeah, okay. I think that's really it. Did I do anything, like literally anything else? This quarter was very like health oriented. Oh, homeschool, I should say, was a big success. Homeschool follow through. I'm gonna give myself a 98%. There we go. What worked for me this month? 𝒮𝑒𝓃𝓃𝑔𝓈. And because the 𝒮𝑒𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃 daily pages have been working so well, I've also been journaling every day. So that is also really good. And I'm really happy to be doing that again. If I could just get back into tarot every day, that would be nice. I might actually use the weekly spreads for tarot instead of time tracking. Maybe my homeschool planner. All right, what is not working that I need to let go of or restructure or surrender to? I'm behind in my class, so I will jump in where I am and not worry about catching up so much. So one thing that has been giving me some difficulty has actually been the one thing that had been working so well, and I think it's because, well, I know it's because, first of all, trying to do 𝒮𝑒𝓃 plan in one day is ridiculous, and I don't know why I expect to do that every single time. But for example, writing this Pathfinder short story or flash fiction or whatever, this kept, you know, moving, and it's because the one thing that I want to get done today, it doesn't take into account my current energy level. And since I'm battling, you know, burnout and mental health issues, that's been difficult to try to figure out. So I'm still gonna use it, but I need to be more mindful about the energy level of the task. So if you look, this was my trip, but yeah, some days I didn't journal at all. I can just fill those in later, but there are some days where I didn't get anything done on the daily ladder. So if you build your ladder, so this is the one thing that I wanted to do. This is other stuff that I could do if I have the energy, the time, the attention. So I need to be more flexible, I think, also with the one thing. So yesterday I had meant to film this video and I didn't get to it, and today I just happened to wake up at like 5 in the morning, and so I'm just like, let's just do it now. So yeah, I think that's enough tweaking. How was my mental health this month? How, if at all, did it affect my productivity? Ugh. It was up and down for sure. I'm still burnt out, man. I said there were a lot of days where I skipped my one thing because the task was too energy intensive. In what areas am I struggling and who can I get support from? Housekeeping and the fam. Hooray. Am I actively avoiding doing something or ceasing doing something? Why? A lot of the more energy intensive tasks because I don't have the energy. I love my family. I love my children. I am a huge introvert, so having to service others, especially immediately as I wake up, and then throughout the day, it's just very draining when I don't get the opportunity to really take care of myself. My little one, wakes me up in the morning. I don't sleep well, which is why she wakes me up. And so that's hard. Like last night I got 4 hours of sleep, but it is what it is, I guess. All right, what am I spending the majority of my energy on? I mean, recently it was planning next quarter. That's a good question. Homeschool, I guess. Planning next quarter. Just trying to exist. I've made like 3 or 4 Instagram posts this month. So I don't know what I'm doing, so, be patient. I did put some stuff up on eBay. I should write that. It's way easier to do it on my phone because I just take the picture and then eBay has like photo adjusting tools, and then you just do everything there and then wham, it's up. Whereas previously I would have to set up the shot, get out my camera and set up all of that stuff, and then I transfer the pictures onto my computer, and then I touch up the pictures in Photoshop, and then I export the pictures, and then I do all the listing stuff, and it was fucking nightmare. Alright, in what areas do I need to dig a little deeper and look a little closer? That's a good question. I mean, I feel like I've had some breakthroughs this month with some of my hang-ups, so I guess I'll just jot them down. So there's the energy thing, energy versus time thing. My therapist actually pointed that out. He was like, you have so much planned out, but it only takes into account all the time, but there's no way to measure your energy. And I'm like, oh my god, you are so right. Why I feel guilty about delegating chores or asking for help with chores, and that is because I have clutter all over, so I feel bad asking other people to help me clean, but at the same time my clutter is just slowly draining the life force out of me. Like, I have severe decision fatigue between, taking care of my family and taking care of my stuff. So I want to just get rid of a lot. I'm not claiming to be a minimalist or even a minimalist in progress, but I would just like to have less to look at and take care of. Less to be responsible for sure. What lessons or tweaks can I bring forward into next month? Do less with more focus. What kind of guidance have I been receiving this month? Where do I feel I am being directed? Well, I have been receiving a lot of dead animals in my backyard this month, which is like unprecedented. There was a dead snake. There was my dog, Penny, who's a sweetheart, apparently killed 2 groundhogs. I mean, my rosebush thanks her, but geez. There was a dead baby opossum, and I don't know if that was my dog as well. The snake was not her because she doesn't like danger noodles, and it was in an area she can't access, so I don't know what got that. And I don't know if we have a serial killer in our midst, cough cough Penny, or like, it's just weird. And then there was a dead squirrel across the street, and I don't know. Dead animals, here we go. Where do I feel I am being directed? To look at death, interact with it. I actually had to dispose of the baby possum. That was sad. At first I was like, well, I don't want to put it in a plastic bag if it's playing dead. But then I took a closer look and it, you know, interesting. Okay. This literally could be nothing, but these animals and you know, looking at the carnage, if you will, makes me think of 𝒯𝒽𝒾𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃, who is one of the Morrigan's sisters, and in the lore she goes shrieking over the battlefield, and like her shrieks, you know, startle people and kill them. And she is also seen as the washer of the horde, where she's, you know, washing the bloody armor or entrails of the warrior who's about to die. She's kind of almost like the embodiment of the gore and carnage. She's also known as the red-mouthed 𝒯𝒽𝒾𝓃𝓃, and that's because, you know, she feasts on the dead. She's a crow, right? So yeah, interesting stuff. But it made me think of her. Who knows, right? Anyway, that was a little lore lesson for you. 3 things I want to do more of. Work, play, and sleep. Let's say learn. Let's do that. I love learning because I'm a big nerd. 3 things I want to do less of: procrastinate, feel guilty, and hoard stuff I am grateful for. So, announcement, my friends. My eldest came out as trans, so I have a son. And I am so proud of him for having the courage to come out to me, and I am so proud of him for figuring out who he is, and I'm just hoping that this is like the starting point for him to feel more comfortable with himself. So the artist formerly known as 𝒮𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃 is now Sunny, and I love him, and I'm excited for what the future brings for him. And I know he will never watch this because, you know, why would he? Planner videos are not his thing. But if you do watch this, Sunny, I love you and I'm proud of you. Alright, so my focus for next month, so that's July. First, I need to do my homeschool planner because we start homeschool again in August. So I have July to do that. But I also need to focus on starting my business. So I've actually picked a date to register my business, and that's going to be July 12th, which is, I don't know if it's international or national, but it's Cow Appreciation Day, and one of the Morrigan's forms is actually the cow, because she's a shapeshifter. In the lore, she shapeshifts, you know, into a raven or crow, into a she-wolf, into an eel, and into a heifer, or, you know, a female cow. And I thought that was just really cute. So that's what I'm planning on doing. So yeah, focus for next month, we're gonna do homeschool planning and business planning. I know that's like 2 focuses, foci, but you know, it's my party and I'll cry if I want to. I'm gonna start off with the homeschool planning and then go to the business planning. So one thing at a time. Hooray. So that was June. So this video is longer than the last one because I cut out the monthly review out of last time, so apologies if you're not in for it, but I need to do this. So alright, let's check in again. So family, I'm gonna say 9, so that's the same. So I'm using plus for positive change, minus for the number going down, negative change, and equal for staying the same. Family time. More time doing fun stuff. Health and wellness. This past quarter was very like health oriented. I wouldn't say it's like as good as when I was doing 75 hard, but 𝒮𝒃𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃 helped. I'll give myself a 5. It was a 3 before. Just underline the previous number, so we're gonna say that's positive. So 𝒮𝒃𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃 was good. The research study was interesting. It's still ongoing, but I did my first intake screening meeting thing, which took 6 hours. It was a 6-hour interview basically, and that was just to get my eligibility basically. So I love science, and the fact that this kind of eating disorder, if you want to call it that, like I never knew what the heck was wrong with me. I just thought I was extremely picky. It's like you get very turned off by food textures or the way things look or whatever. Honestly, I feel like it's part of sensory processing disorder, but apparently sensory processing disorder is not in the DSM-5, whereas ARFID is, but ARFID seems like just the eating component of SPD. So I learned that from the Out of Sync Child. That's not just me making shit up. But anyway, home and environment. Oh my god. What did I write last time? 5. I'm gonna say a 4. So that got worse because there's just clutter and no energy. I've been doing just like the bare minimum. And sometimes that's all you can do. Relationships. Still awesome. So that's also, maybe it might have actually gone down. I don't know. Maybe. I feel like I've been very introverty. I don't know. Let's leave it. Finances. Finances, I had a 6 last time. I'm gonna say a 4. I did not get stuff up on Etsy like I had wanted to. Like, I wanted to stock my shop this quarter, and that was just not happening. I think I listed one thing, and that's it. Purpose, I said 8 last time. I'm gonna say 9 because I feel like what did I say last time? Yeah, things are coming into focus and heading in the right direction. Basically the same thing. I have very precise focus now. Play. What did I say last time? 5. I'm gonna say 6, which is, you know, improvement. So taking more time to watch stuff with the fam. Learning and spirituality. What did I say last time? I said 9, and honestly, I'm gonna say 7. My spirituality, my spiritual practice has been lacking, and I think it's just another thing that I really love doing that I just don't have energy for. So yet again, I'm doing, you know, the bare minimum. I make offerings every day of coffee to the Morrigan. I light a candle every day, but my engagement with a intensive course has not been very consistent, and it is because I'm trying to focus more on the mortal course. So I'm taking the mortal course for the intensive, basically, for the planner, the Memento Mori planner. Anyway, I would like to get back into my tarot stuff. I feel like I haven't, you know, had the energy for it, so I need to figure out where I can start there. All right, next, brain dump. Quarterly goals. All right, we're gonna just write, what is this, Q3 2022? So one thing that I have decided on, because this is still modeled after the 𝒮𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃 thingy, and I had wanted to have a new sheet for this quarter, but I didn't get to designing it. So one thing I was thinking about is doing like seasonal goals instead of quarterly goals, but not sure yet. All right, so let's brain dump all of the things that I want to do, okay? Okay, so that's the brain dump. I wrote down, you know, some of the things that I'm doing for 𝒮𝓃 top 3 professional short-term goals for the next 3 months. So I want to register my business. Oh, you know what? I should probably go back and look at these things. Reviewing. I did not make it to 25k words for Camp NaNoWriMo in April. I ended up doing just 30 Pomodoros, so one 30-minute block of time per day. I did complete it or win or whatever, but my expectations were just different. 𝒮𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃 completed, garden project for homeschool completed, and I also was better at, you know, planning stuff. I did not finish watching Goblin with Pat, so I will write that down because my Chromecast stopped working briefly, and then my Pixel phone couldn't connect to it to set it up again, so I had to use my old phone, which is an LG, and I'm like, why is it that two Google products can't talk to each other? It didn't make sense to me. I saw Susan, and I saw Susan again. We did not set up family game night. I did give my husband those Field Notes Game Master journals for Father's Day, so I do want to put family game night back on here. I started the Memento stickers, as I mentioned last time. I did not upload the backlog of designs to Etsy, which was like the whole thing. Spiritualist backstory I also didn't write. I didn't finish my rebrand, though I did sketch out my my mascot. So this is 𝒮𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃, and this is my sketchbook. This is basically how I view myself. She's got horns and she's cute. Not that I'm saying that I'm cute, but anyway, I decided that the best mascot for Planner Apocalypse would be 𝒮𝓃𝓃𝓃 as the Grim Reaper. So I'm gonna be digitizing that and doing like a cooler thingy for that. Anyway, so register business planning, and finish Memento Mori Goal Planner because I want to release it for October. So that means I need to get it done by the end of September. So we've got business planning and register business, Memento Mori Goal Planner, top 3 personal short-term goals for the next 3 months. Homeschool planning and declutter. Let's say declutter center room. Let's have a focus area instead of declutter more, because that's not measurable. Let's have more playtime / decompression time to avoid burnout. How these will help me achieve, yeah, this is that whole thing here again. But all right, so this is gonna be July. This is gonna be more like a little bit every day. This is gonna be July. This is gonna be July. A lot of things going on in July. Fuck. How these will help me achieve my long-term goals. I will have a finished product that honors my goddess, serves my people, and fulfills my purpose. I can't say that it would make me money because I have no idea. That's not on me. I can only do the work. So that's 1. Homeschool will help Sonny to become the man he was always meant to be. That might be a little lofty maybe, but decluttering will lessen decision fatigue and visual overstimulation and depression. And then playtime will help me avoid burnout so I can keep focused on my work. Habits to focus on: delegation, resting, saying no. Let me check out my vision board for Q3. Ta-da! Daily tarot. Yeah, okay. So that is done. My word for the next 3 months, and I don't know if anyone saw it in there, but I will choose resurrection. And that is inspired by the book Say Yes. What the heck was the subtitle? It was like Discovering Life After the Death of a Dream by Scott Erickson. It took a little while to really get into the part that really resonated with me, I think. Toward the end, I'm like, yes! It is slightly Christian, but the author says it in a way that's a lot more universal than others, I would say. And I've already healed my religious issues. It was a good book, but yeah, resurrection. That's what I'm doing. All right, so the top 10 actions to complete in the next 3 months. Register business. Complete Memento Mori Goal Planner. Actions. That's okay. Yeah, that's definitely not an action right here. See Kanban board. Homeschool planning, because I feel like, I'm just repeating all of this stuff here. Set up family game night. Spiritualist backstory, Jesus Christ. That's not an action. That's a project. Annoyed. List shoes on Mercari. I'm getting rid of all of my, well, maybe not all of them, but nearly all of my designer shoes. because I'm not that girl anymore. So I bought these shoes, right? And then I would just not wear them because I didn't realize the fact that I just don't like to wear high heels. And I've come to terms with this. I like platform shoes and wedges. Spike heels, not my thing. So a lot of the shoes are brand new and I do not want them. Finish Sally Face with Sunny. Finish watching Bungo Stray Dogs. Read the top 5 regrets of the dying. That's also kind of a project, but you know. I feel like people who have seen my Goodreads selections over the past few months might be worried that I'm dying or something because I'm reading a lot about death and dying right now. I'm okay, I'm healthy. Alright, logo and mascot. Finish mascot. Things I want to learn. How to use the Instagrams. Books I want to read. Mother of pearl. Alright, we're gonna take that off here. I forgot that there's like a book I want to read thing over here, so. The top 5 regrets of the dying. I also want to get back into War Goddess, please, for class, because I am very behind on that. And so now I have a thingy here that I can put. Alright, so I put this. I mean, I still want to do all these things. Did I do this? I did that. Chore delegation. That's right. Yes, that is a task. Have family meeting to delegate chores and figure out a schedule. Ta-da! What else am I even reading right now? Project 333. I should be able to finish this because that's an audiobook and I drive a lot, so things I want to learn. Yeah, business planning too. Business planning. Yeah, I think that's good. All right, so we are going to take these out and we're gonna take this out. This is where I'm gonna take all this stuff out. I'm gonna leave that. There we go. Give me these things. These are all of the sticky notes that I completed for my quarter. Oh, these I did not. These are not completed. So these are completed. So let's put things where they belong here. So I'm just gonna put the little bookmarks in here maybe, or not, because I have to set up my July stuff. And I will not be doing it in this video because this is already very long. So if you have watched through this whole thing, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.